Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for liking my first one. For this video, I'm gonna show you all of my book collections on the religion, on the mythology, and I even have some books that are not related to Hellenism that I like to share. First, this is Mythology, Timeless Tales of Gods and Heroes. This is a pretty huge book. It explains all the myths and the gods. Shows the Olympians, the Titans, the underworld, the lesser known gods, even the Roman gods. So it's a pretty interesting book to read for sure. And then after that, it's the classical mythology, A through C. So this is a little different than the mythology book. This lists all of the gods. And it's not just the Greek, it shows the Roman counterparts too. And that this was really cool. So you can actually just look up what god, and it will tell you who they are and what their domain is and what their, father or mother or kids are, and their myths. It's pretty cool. Now, there's some gods in here that I never even heard of before. So it's a pretty cool book. And it lists all of the monsters in here too. And the creatures. And places and landmarks. So that was really cool. So right after that is Hellenistos. This was one of the books that I bought, and it inspired me in my first year of doing Hellenism. It's a book on Reconstructionism and how they did it back in the day, and the rituals, and the deities, and the offerings. It's a pretty cool book. It even talks about some controversial things on here too. It's pretty cool. I mean, I recommend it. Only thing I will tell you that I didn't know about this, but the author is not a great person. But this book is really neat, and it's very helpful. So this one, you probably know from my TikTok page, is Secret Texts of Hellenic Polytheism by Pagan. So I've been following Pagan for 2 years. Recently I had kind of stopped doing his practice for a couple of reasons, but this is a very interesting book. It shows he created his own holy days, his rituals, his prayers, even the gods themselves. So he believes that, Zeus is the Allfather, and that there's a whole list of gods in his pantheon, and each of them has a very specific role in the world, in the universe. I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, because it's not traditional at all, and people get really confused. But this is his telling of what the gods are. And now he wanted to do a more modern turn on the religion and staying away from the mythology and the tradition. So if you are very interested, this is a good book for you. Another good book is Hellenic Polytheism, Household Worship. This is a very good book. It has many rituals in here. many prayers. There are rituals to like stuff about the full moon, rituals, home worship, ceremonies for like good luck, ceremonies for helping you get better. And it's a very, like, I would definitely recommend this book if you're into like Reconstructionism or going to Hellenism for the first time. It's a very good book. Then next, I got this. I don't even know where I got this, but it's from the National Geographic. The Greeks. It's the history of the Greeks and many of its city-states. It talks about Sparta, Athens, and others. It's very interesting. It talks about, Troy. It talks about political stuff, the rise and fall, and pretty much everything. So it's very, very interesting. And then this is Venus and Aphrodite. I believe it's Aphrodite Child recommend this book for people that are very interested in Aphrodite. Now there are some people that call her the creator of the world, and this book explains all of it and the connections between all the love goddesses. And so this book is very soft polytheism, which means that all the gods are, the same, and explains the connection between all of them, and how, I believe it's Pompeii, ancient Pompeii, where they did worship Venus, and it's very interesting. So there's that. So this book, Seleucus on the Gods and the World, is probably my backbone to my spirituality. His views, I agree with probably 98% of them. Very, very interesting. Not gonna lie, it's a little hard to read, but if you read it like more than once, like it's really good. I know not a lot of people will agree with everything Seleucus says about the gods, because he has strong beliefs on what the gods are. But this is a very, very good book. And I got this from Pick the Pagan, because he started reading on his channel, and I picked up for myself, and I loved it a lot. I read it almost all the time. I had a bunch of notes in here. So if you're interested, this is a very good book. So, I was very interested in the Roman religion and Roman mythology, so I picked up this book. I personally believe that the Greek and the Roman gods are similar or the same, but the way they were worshipped is a little different. So I want to know how the Romans, view or worship them. So it's another really good book if you're interested in Roman mythology or in Roman religion. So now I'm looking into Egyptian or ancient Egyptian or Kemetic-ism, I believe it's called. So this is the complete gods and goddesses of ancient Egypt. It's another really great book. It lists all of the gods and goddesses. They even put them in order between the reptilian gods, the female deities, the male deities. And so it's very easy to read, very easy to follow, and very interesting. Because there are gods in here I've never heard of before. And the Egyptians worshipped a lot of gods, even gods outside their pantheon that they added in. So it's very interesting if you're interested in Egyptian. And speaking of that, I got a book. It's the Religion and Ritual in Ancient Egypt. So this will tell you the rituals, the seminar, and how they worship, and how you can ask the gods for protection in the temples and all that. So it's very interesting. So going outside of Hellenism, I don't really worship the Celtic deities, but I just want to buy this book for curiosity and how they see and worship the gods. So it's very interesting. It lists the myths, the gods and goddesses, the rituals, the wheel of the year, and it's very cool to read for sure. And then another book that I really like is the Poetic Edda. I know this is a big time book for people that are into Norse mythology or Norse religion. It has stories from all the mythologies, Ragnarok, from the beginning. I do recommend this book if you're into the Norse religion, or if you're just interested in seeing how the stories are. It's a very cool book. And then lastly, so I got this book from the New Age shop. It's called Angels, Companions in Magic. Because I have been interested in angels throughout my life. So I never heard of, angels and magic before. So I was very interested. And it's a very cool book. Shows you the altar, how to pray to them. The different names, the rituals, you guardian angel, and how to do magic with them. It's very cool. I haven't read this one in full, but it's another cool book if you're interested in angels or working with angels. Oh yeah. So thank you for watching this. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will be back soon. Bye.